thank you for joining us. The pilot episode received a great measure of approval from viewers, and we are deeply thankful for that. Keep following the conversation on Instagram and YouTube. It is at Optimist TV Network, and on Facebook, Optimist TV, or use the hashtag the Singles Meeting on OTN. On this show, we have candid conversations on trending and edgy topics that you would definitely love to watch. I am Fierce Sharon, your host, and this is the Singles Meeting. I, Lisa, and a special guest will be discussing money matters, how it affects relationships from our candid perspectives. Hey girl.
Hey boo.
How are you?
I'm good.
See you looking up, hanging, glammed up.
Thank you.
Okay.
Don't mention. Don't mention.
I didn't forget you. Hi Daniel. I like the green.
It's going green.
I'm doing it for nature.
You go for a midi shirt to active beach wear. How you say I'm now?
No problem.
How are you? It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
I'm excited to be here. I'm doing backflips
And this pillow is right here for you, just in case you fall, to catch you while you're doing your back.
Yeah. So I was listening to the radio 2 weeks ago, and the OAP asked, between a person who stood by you when you had nothing and the person who helped you become somebody, who would you be? I'm gonna start with Daniel.
Ladies first.
No,
we're going the gentleman way.
Come on.
Personally, I prefer to be with the one who stood by me when I had nothing.
Okay, so why?
Because she stood by me when I had nothing, right up until when I had something.
No, she did not help you.
She did not help you become something.
She was there when I had nothing, up to the moment I now have something.
Why did she not help you become somebody?
Maybe she didn't have the ability, the
So-
resources.
So would you know how to be with someone that did not have the ability to help you become somebody?
Am I in a relationship because I want somebody to help me become somebody?
Okay. Lisa, let me have your take on that.
Well, I personally would be with somebody entirely different. I am not wicked. I try to avoid conflict as much as possible. So I'd rather be with somebody that is entirely different. So the one that was there when I had nothing, and the one that helped me become something. God bless you for helping me. I appreciate your effort. I don't go for your hand.
Use and dump.
No, that's not use and no, that's not use and dump. Now you can't call it use and dump. I'm saying thank you for helping me now. Like you helped me. I'm very sure I helped the person too.
And dump.
It's not use and
Let's
dump.
call it speed is speed.
It's not
okay,
use
so
and
why
dump.
would you go for neither of those two people?
Okay, I won't go for either of them because I don't want to deal with that conflict where especially if they know each other, that one would just be another ball game altogether. Like this one knows that okay, he was there for me, I had nothing, and then this one knows that he was the one that helped me become somebody. So I wouldn't want to deal with the conflict that would happen. And then again, I don't want anybody to start saying I was the one that made you. Okay, you did not make me. Like, sure, you were the one that was maybe pushing me on to do it, but I'm very sure like the efforts on my part would have been 100%, even if yours was 100%. So we're complementing each other. So nobody made me. So I don't want.
God used you. To make me.
Exactly. God used you to make me. Use the both of us to make each other.
Wow.
So yeah, so I'll be with somebody different so that nobody can brag later that I was the one responsible for your success. And then the other one that was there would just be learning that even if I didn't have anything at that point in time and he couldn't help, it doesn't mean I'm now with the person that helps me because of the person's money or something.
So you're made as a woman.
Yes.
What kind of man would you be? What do you want to be?
Okay, say I am where I want to be. I would be with a man that is where he wants to be as well.
Explain.
I'm not against, let me just be clear, I'm not against anybody suffering with a man. No, I've had aunties that did that and it worked for them. Well, I'm just saying different strokes for different folks. So I would be with a man who has gotten there because I believe that when you're in a relationship, you can't be at 10% in all your purpose actualization in this life. You can't be at 10% and then you're with somebody that is at 80%. what happens invariably is that the one at 80% is going to get drained because you're going to keep giving and giving and giving.
Like that,
yeah.
You know, did you watch Acrimony?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we saw it. And so the person is going to keep giving and giving, and then you, on the other hand, maybe you're getting full, but there's nothing you're giving back to that person. Yeah. So it's better it's at maybe not really balanced, but an almost balanced stage where the person is at maybe say 60% and I'm at 50, so there's more, it's a give and take kind of thing.
I'm going to get back to you on that. Daniel, you mentioned that you were the person who suffered with you.
Who stood by you.
Please, let's not
don't say like that.
Let's not sugarcoat it. Exactly. Somebody is suffering.
It's not pleasure. Please. The person suffered with you. Maybe you're living in one room, the roof was leaky.
Yeah. Who was sleeping on mats?
All of that struggling together. So, Daniel, yes. So, do you believe that suffer together, grow together, will hammer together?
I believe 100% that works. If you know who you are and the person you're with.
Exactly. I was going to say, because some people that they suffered together, they've left the scene.
The thing is, you should be with somebody that matches your energy. Do you understand? 100%. When I don't think being in a relationship with somebody when you're bringing in like 60% and the other person bringing, okay, that's only reasonable. 70% and the other person bringing in 30%.
Yeah.
Then you're in a parasitic relationship like that.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So me wanting to be in a relationship with anybody, I have to know that okay, you match my energy. I can learn from you. I can lean on you when I need support. Even though lean on me not be pressing me die. But I can lean on you when I need support, financially, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and otherwise. Do you get?
Yeah.
So when you know the person you're with, you've already envisioned what is going to be tomorrow, the future, with that person.
Yeah.
Then you know, okay, this is my right or wrong.
Okay.
No matter what comes, we'll have this come together.
Okay.
As opposed to, it's when you're not really sure of what tomorrow holds for you and the person you're currently dating. That's when it should be so easy for you to jump off the ship and run off with somebody else who helped you become somebody else, somebody better.
Loyal boy, loyal to the core.
Now that's admirable.
Okay, I'm sure our viewers are enjoying the show. Please follow the conversation on Instagram and YouTube at Optimist TV Network. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave a comment. Also, follow the conversation on Facebook at Optimist TV. Or use the hashtag the Singles Meeting on OT. When we come back from this commercial break, we are going to delve into this conversation fully. Stay with us. Thank you so much for staying with us. This is still the Singles Meeting on Optimist TV Network. See our people now. If you're not following us on YouTube or Instagram, go wrong now. You're darling, no.
No free pillow for you.
And so, Daniel, I want to know, because I see you as this ladies man. You shower your lady with love and attention.
Thank you for observing.
So I wasn't wrong after all. So yeah, are you that kind of guy that would spoil his woman?
If the resources are available, definitely.
Oh, well, I think I spoke too soon. Are you sure you're not an akagom like?
No, I'm not an akagom. What I mean is, if I have a project and they're asking me to give you 250k for hair, I ain't gonna give you that money.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give you because I get what pressing needs, priorities. Do you understand?
Okay.
And another thing is, I believe that when I'm ready to get into a relationship, it'll be with somebody that can do something for themselves as well. Because at the end of the day, to avoid a parasitic relationship, you don't have to be solely dependent on me. I'm not your dad. I'm your boyfriend. I just try my best. You understand?
Okay.
So the reason why we are together is not because you want to see, let me state this. Some girls, when they use relationship, they do we not good. It's not good.
Some brothers be hailing
It's not good. Yes, I love you, you love me too. We're here to support each other, learn from each other, but not be osusu.
Okay.
Do you understand? So if I have a project I'm working on at that point in time and they ask me for say, a certain amount of money and I know my expertise is not up to that amount, I won't give you. You have to be patient, you have to understand. That's where understanding comes in, patience comes in, tolerance comes in too. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So definitely I'll spoil my girl when I have one. We go on trips, fancy dates. I like all that stuff. I love it.
Okay.
But priority.
I love it.
Santorini no go vanish.
Yeah.
It will always be there. So if we don't go this year, we can go next year. The year after that, time, priority.
I like that. Lisa, you mentioned that if you're at 80%, he has to be at 60 or 50. So I want to ask you, can you be with a guy who is less financially buoyant than you are? See the way he looks at
Okay, you want to look at me very well. Now, let me explain it this way.
Okay.
If he is less financially buoyant than I am, but I can see like where he's going to, and there's going to be millions there. No, now, because there's some businesses that people start now that they'll start reaping the fruits of it like later years, not immediately. So if I see that what he's into is something that we're both going to enjoy in the future, because I'm going to be thinking of my kids, like suffer what I don't suffer for this life, my children not go suffer. So like that's exactly what I'm thinking of, and that's why I strive to work. I strive to do something so that I am not solely dependent on a man. My mama do not work.
So wait, you remember Acrimony the movie?
Yeah.
Can you recall how long it took Robert, that's his name, that was his name, right?
Yeah.
How long it took that dream
Yeah,
to manifest?
It was 18 years.
18 years.
Yeah.
Can you wait that long?
No, let me explain something that I don't buy to or subscribe to, especially with the whole acrimony example. Now, say I'm working 2 jobs to feed you, and all you're working on is your project that you have been working on for 18 years. I don't buy that at all. Like, you could as well work another job and still have time to work on your project. Like, there's night time. That's why they were abroad. It's not even Nigeria that you have to work direct 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Like, you're abroad where you can work hours, you can work shifts. So I feel there was time for him to have worked during the day and then continue with his project at night. So he didn't have to spend money till evening, 24 hours for 18 years working on that particular project. So I don't buy that one at all.
I agree with her. People say you have to do what you don't like to be able to raise the resources to start doing what you like.
Yeah.
So if I want to start a YouTube channel, for example, I need cameras, lights, and everything, etc. Do you understand? I don't have any money to do that. How do I get money to do that? I get a job. Get a job. No matter what level, you can clean and not be person.
Now you want them.
People where they say not be person. Police station attendant, they know people.
Yeah.
So you can get a job. It's not forever. Just to gather
temporary.
enough resources to support. Now, Cookie was the only one. I said Cookie, was that her name in the movie?
Taraji. I don't know. What was her name in the movie again?
Taraji.
Was it Linda?
I'll just use her real name.
Let's just use her
Taraji
real
was
name.
the only one bringing anything to the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was focused on his project. Nobody's saying you should not focus on your project.
And that's the 10% I was talking about.
She knew.
Yeah, she knew,
She
but
knew he cared mostly about his project.
I
Yeah.
don't think that she
She
had
knew-
faith.
Yes,
in
she
his
had
dream.
faith, but
Yeah.
the way he was going about it, well, it's not the way like if that cannot even happen in Nigeria, because
Never.
every Nigerian guy, personally for me now, I have things I'm doing, 1, 2, 3 things I'm doing. So make sure, okay, I'm having money, even if it's 10k, 5k, something. I cannot just be sitting at home doing nothing. I said, okay, I want to start a YouTube channel. Where will I get the money from? It's not from heaven. You have to get up and do something to earn that money. So Cookie Taraji was the one basically taking care of the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember she couldn't have children because of him.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So she knew everything he made her go through. She knew the process. She didn't want to leave because that was her man. Do you get?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, she knew the sacrifices she's made. That's why she stood by him. She encouraged him. Okay, you spoiled. I remember there was a scene where he spoiled the lights in the house or something like that. She stayed. She paid the bill. She did everything she could. That's support. Based on when my sacrifice, not always.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's for me. That's support. This will make my sex life always. But the least he could have done was try something else.
Yeah.
Probably, I feel probably he could have had a bigger break if he had tried something else.
A quicker break theft might have happened sooner.
Break. Do you understand?
Okay. So now that we've said all of this, what are the red flags to watch out for in a relationship when it comes to money matters? But hold that thought. When we come back from that break, you'll find out. As Davido said, love is sweet.
But when money enters, love is sweeter.
Thank you for completing this statement.
Yeah.
Personally, I can't be with a broke guy because I like to be spoiled. I know.
You look like you like to be spoiled. Okay. It's written all over you.
Thank you. I don't like suffering. Nobody comes to life to suffer.
At all.
Do you understand? So I've been with a guy. I've been with a guy who has, or he still has money. I'm not even talking thousands. 6 zeros.
Okay.
And he would rather wait that I ask before he gives to me.
Okay.
And I don't want to wait. I know you're not a mind reader, but it's not a sweet gesture if I have to ask you for flowers, or if I have to ask you for a date night or time to spend quality time with you. It's not a nice sweet gesture anymore. So yeah, he would rather wait for me to ask him. And I really did not like that. I feel that with that, I felt like he was being stingy, like he was withholding. You have to ask, you have to press, you
have to remind him that you asked.
I don't want to remind you. Can you not just see me and know? See, if I'm having screenshots of hair in my phone, would you not register in your brain that this girl wants to change her hair?
The thing is, I wouldn't know. Personally, I would not even go through your phone.
Okay.
All the relationships I've been in, I don't care. I don't care what you have in your phone.
Wait. Okay.
But I know, as your boyfriend, as somebody that is dating you, I know say you're weak, old. You got change that. Comes natural. That's the kind of person I am.
Okay.
When I notice there's something off, fix it. You get it. But like I said earlier, if I have a project at hand, then you would have to understand.
I've been talking about.
What if you don't have project at hand?
It's the way it works.
But what if you don't have a project at hand?
And if you don't have a project at hand and you have the money, why not? There's a difference between dating I can't go and dating somebody that can give you freely.
But why do you guys always have to wait?
Not us.
I feel
everybody. Don't generalize.
Okay. Do you have to wait before your girl?
If I see that there is a lack, you fix it.
Okay.
And how would I know that there's a lack?
Why would you not know?
No. I don't stay with you 24 hours in the day in the house. You get it? So definitely that you girls, you know the things you do. You know the way you complain. You know the way you pass your message when you need something.
Okay.
You don't have to ask me twice.
Okay.
Personally, you don't have to ask me twice. If I come back from work, for example, I pass by a shop, they sell wigs. I see your wig is old. You can marry a new one. Because I've noticed, okay, this now the one wig my girlfriend gets, when you go everywhere. That's a change. Do you understand? It's something you would do when you care. When that involves when you genuinely care about the person you're with, and you can't always blame the guys because I think it's based on the way some people are raised.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know, your ex, for example, probably was raised in a house where the mom always had to ask, daddy this, daddy a logo star, I need this and that. Do you get? I grew up in an environment where my dad does things freely. So right now, I think I'm walking this path. Do things freely. If you see there's a lack, you fix it. It's very simple.
Lisa, do you have anything to say about this?
Well, like, I would say, because I've been in your shoes where I was with somebody that I wasn't exactly I was almost dating the person. I wasn't dating it, and I would have to ask for certain things over and over again, and it got to a point where he was like, you not suffer with me, you not feel enjoy this money. Like he said, it's not even that he sugar-coated it. So this one, like he said, it like raw. Like he just said it. Like you did not suffer with me, so you cannot come and just be enjoying this money like this. You get? So people that have those kind of mentalities, like he said, upbringing matters a lot. Yeah. So what kind of mindset did they develop while they were growing up, from interacting with their environment and everything? What did they learn? So all those things tends to come into play.
Okay, so we're talking about red flags, yeah? So I'm just gonna ask, and you give me your answer right after this break, but I'm gonna ask still, is giving your girl or your guy money a sign that you care about her? Because that is most people's, that's some person's love language. Okay. Now they don't even tell you that, oh, my love language is words of affirmation, is acts of service. Tell you my love language is money.
Okay.
Credits and that. So we will take Lisa and Daniel's answers right after the break. Do stay with us. Thank you very much for staying with us. This is the Singles Meeting. Before we went on that break, Daniel, you mentioned something about upbringing and how that affects giving in a relationship. So does giving mean that I care about you in a relationship? One. Secondly, why is it that only the guys?
Okay, I think you're forwarding that question to me, Abby.
Why are you dragging her?
And she asked one, I will answer one. It's as simple as
Go
that.
ahead.
Right.
Okay, so concerning the gender that has to give, the female gender, sorry to say this to all my women, I love you all, I appreciate you all your hard work and everything, but sorry to say this, I think the female gender has kind of stereotyped it, that it has to be the man that is giving. You are pointing, it is not, you are pointing at me that you don't know me.
You're making sense, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I thought you are trying to say that it's me.
Right on.
Okay, so
Right on.
female genders, we've so stereotyped it that it has to be the guy that is giving and giving, the one that is buying you all the gifts, especially that girl from Blue Therapy. I've forgotten her name. Like,
I don't think it's
not Shoma, the other one.
Deborah. She was so
from head to like, this guy just got you a Gucci bag and you want to travel to Mataz.
He went on a he bought her an expensive bag.
Like
bag, sorry.
Yeah, so the females have this just so stereotyped it that it has to be the guy that is giving them gifts. Like that is their love language. Oh, well, that is not your love language. You set your heart deeply. Like a sugar daddy can come and give you that money and you would not love him. Come on now. He can come and give you, he will give you as much as you want. He'll buy you all the hairs, buy you all the shoes, buy you all the bags. You'll still be put off by him. That's not your love language.
Okay, so hold that on Lisa. Daniel, I'm gonna come to you. Have you ever had any girl with whom you were in a relationship with demand a lot from you? How did that make you feel? How did that even affect you? I feel like you have a lot to say. So I'm going to listen.
I remember when I was in year 2. There was this girl I met. She was so beautiful.
You have mentioned.
I'm not forgiving. God is not going to forgive you. Do you know what happened? Because of recharge card, like men have to have a job. I'm in 200 level. That is they send me pocket money. So what do you expect me to get you money to send you that recharge card every week 1K? How do you expect me to do that? Do you get? So she practically left and went with somebody else because I couldn't provide at that point in time. I still needed. I was still living on my parents for God's sake. Right now I even they try small. Do you understand? Yeah. I think these girls, the way they've been brought up, I think, and they let a lot of external things influence the way they think. I'm 23. You are 23 too. We are both jobless. How do you expect to buy you a Fendi bag?
Okay, now that you have said this, yeah, some girls feel that maybe
it's a sense of entitlement.
Okay, I get where you're coming from.
Okay.
So you giving, don't you think that it registers in your brain that you love her?
You give when you have, and if I give you anything, it means I care about you. It's not just about you, but in a boyfriend or girlfriend situation, marriage, friends, Even the beggar on the street, if you take out 20 naira from your pocket to give to that beggar, it means you care. You want something to change.
Okay.
Do you understand? So in a relationship setting, it's because you actually care about this. That's why I'm giving you 100k. I know people that place their girlfriends on allowance.
Yeah.
100k monthly, 200k monthly. If I give you 100k monthly for 6 months, and on the 7th month I've seen that you've not done anything reasonable with that 100k I've been giving you, you will give me money back. Do you understand? Do you understand? Not this really, but I feel like anybody that invests so much money in you should see the results, should see what you're doing with it, aside buying hair and nails and all those kind of things. So if I give you, trust me, it's from a place of love.
Sorry, I'd just like to ask what Danny is saying. So when we're talking about this giving of a thing, I know we're expressly talking about money, but I'll just like to say giving time, giving attention. Like, you know, when you wake up in the morning and you get a text message that has all this I'm telling you that one to join. Let's not just say okay that giving money is what would make a relationship stay. I feel like giving other things too would make it stay.
Well, I think that money just has a place in relationships.
So it's the magnet.
That cannot be displaced.
It depends on who you are. That's why I said you have to know who you're getting into a relationship. You have to know the aim of the relationship. Many people, young people nowadays, let me just tell you guys, see, now kiss and vibes, now that they do. Kiss me, vibes, go out, have fun. There are things, it's deeper than that.
See, relationship without money is frustration.
I understand this frustration, but you know, say me, I not get money. I told you because I like you. I told you because I want us to work. It's teamwork at the end of the day. Do you know? At the end of the day, it's teamwork. Relationship not one person.
Thinking long term.
Definitely, that's how it should be. Because otherwise, I don't see why you should get in a relationship when you're not seeing two of it together in the future.
Okay.
So there's one thing that guys do, which is conceal their financial status. So Daniel, I'm gonna ask, have you ever had to form big boy when you're not, just to maybe catch the eye of a girl or give her the impression that you have?
Never. Do you know why?
Why?
You are going to base your friendship or relationship on this. You're deceiving that girl. You're not getting anything. You know saying no, the only can know you should come for pocket. So I think Erica said so. The only can know you should come for pocket. You know saying no deal. So if I'm going to talk to you and we're going to start a relationship, or if I'm going to get your attention, you have to like me the way I am, how I am. So if I have to borrow a car or borrow an iPhone to impress you, hell no, I ain't gonna do that shit. I won't do it.
Lisa, what do you think about that?
I'm somewhere in between.
Okay.
Because I think it would definitely get the attention of a girl when you project yourself to be more than you are, and most times it might help to build your confidence in yourself or something. Maybe you feel you have a low self-esteem and you feel that borrowing things is the only way you can project or make yourself seem very confident here. So that might work for you, but at the same time I still feel that is deceit. It's still all lies. But some babes are doing it. Like, girls are borrowing wigs on a daily. Like, there is one wig that 10 people are sharing.
They call it packaging.
Yeah, everything are packaging.
Everything are packaging.
So I want to ask you, Daniel, have you ever been turned down by a girl because you did not have enough money?
Yes.
Tell us. Yes. I'm sure I mentioned
You want to mention her name again? You can mention her name so that
she may never remember me. I'll not get GLE now. What to do?
GLE. Okay, GLE. Okay.
But the girl I met at Imperial Pizza, I was there with my friends.
You went to an expensive place.
I followed us to go. Attachment now. So we were there together, just drinking and having fun. Then this girl walked by. Very pretty, lovely looking girl. Walked up to her. We exchanged a few words, and you know, there's a way you girls look at somebody in a very derogatory manner. Do you understand? She made me feel like I'm not rich. She made me feel like you know that I'm not rich feeling, like.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But babes, let's remove the wig, remove the iPhone. What do you have?
What do you bring?
What do you bring to the table?
I'm tired of hearing that question, I bet. Okay, what do you want your girl to bring to the table?
Support.
Okay.
Just support.
I don't know about anybody else, but personally support. Support covers a lot of areas.
Okay.
Financial, if it's necessary, if it's needed, because there are times when it's not usually working for one person and the other person needs to just stand.
True.
Emotional support. I have to be able to talk to you about things. Spiritual support. You work out for me. that's why I said people just they do kiss and vibes, and it's wrong. It's deeper than that. If they go church for me, if I'm Muslim, they go mosque for me. If I'm traditional, they go Baba house for me.
Okay.
If that's
the extra mile.
That's what I said. When you're in a relationship with anybody at any point in time, what is the goal? You have to put that in mind. You understand? So every support I should be getting from you should be towards the future, and every support you'll be getting from me just to make us better people.
Okay.
Do you understand? So support basically.
And we've seen cases where girls stay in toxic relationships because
of the money. Yeah.
I don't know about you, but they say money, okay, yeah, money cannot buy you sleep, but money can buy you bed. That's a great place to start. Because I'm not going to have good sleep on the floor. Do you understand? There's sometimes where you just be sad, I can send you maybe 10k or 20k.
And your mood,
like I said, a relationship without money is filled with frustration. So we've seen situations where girls stay in toxic relationships because of money. So I don't know what your take is on that, Lisa.
My take is do not stay in any kind of toxic relationship because of anything that you are receiving at all. Some are staying because of sex. Some are staying because of the money. Some are staying because of the fear that they can't start all over again with somebody new. Especially money. Like, that one is so bad. You are there, you cannot go out. You can't have friends over. They can only talk to you on phone. Even your social media is monitored. What is the essence of having that kind of relationship? I'm telling you, like, the money is there. Oh. You are enjoying the money. Like, anything you want on a stead, you get it. But then there's no peace of mind, there's no happiness, there's no joy. Like, what exactly are you doing there?
I'm glad that we put this out there. Daniel, do you consider yourself as somebody who has the tendency to regulate his partner's financial behavior? Or are you a person who feels threatened by a woman's financial success?
No.
Okay.
If we're together, we're together. So if you have 10 million and I have 2 million, it doesn't really make any difference. We're together. Do you understand?
Are you sure?
To me, that's how I see things. Okay. That's why at the end of the day, if I'm going to get into a relationship with any lady, to be somebody that matches my energy. You get? Yeah. You think I like, reason I like. The same. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Yes, as a man, it's natural to feel a certain type of way when you see a woman doing better than you. That is why. If you're being honest to ourselves, it's most times the men that call any woman that is successful a shawo. Yeah. Because they feel intimidated. That this person is better than me. How did she afford that car? Buy this, buy that. Do you understand? Yeah. They feel intimidated by that person's success. It's really not necessary. If I'm with you and you're getting more money than me, connect me. How are you doing it? We'll work together.
Give me the Baba's number.
We'll sell out together.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But if my dream is different, okay, babe, see what I have. So that it's not working for me. I know you have to do amount of money. Do you think you can support me? That's what a relationship is. Teamwork at the end of the day. To build a better tomorrow.
Yes.
That's how I see it.
That's the motto of your relationship. To build a better tomorrow. I like that motto.
Okay, Lisa, I know that you said earlier that even if you're at 80 and he's at 60, that's fine, you guys can both grow together. Yeah. So what if you know that men naturally feel threatened because of ego?
Yeah.
They want to be the head, they want to, do you understand? Yeah, in this part of the world. Yeah. So of course you go blow, you go make comment. Yeah. When you get to that point in your life, will you at any point conceal your financial status from him, for lack of a better word, so he doesn't feel threatened or tells you to be a housewife or something?
Okay, first off, I would not conceal it from him. I will conceal it from others. I can cover up in the house and say my partner that is taking care of the bills and everything, so people don't know what is happening, because when a third party comes into his relationship, don't spoil. You get? So I would be able to cover up for him and not let outsiders have anything to do with what is happening in the house. And then coming to when you said when he would now be like stay at home, be a full-time housewife, I will never do that. Okay. See, there's nothing like having your own money. It comes with peace of mind. Like, you see something that you like and you want to get, you can afford it without waiting for daddy to come back from work. Yeah. You get? And coming from my own home where I grew up in, where my mom was a full-time housewife until my dad passed away, and from, sorry to put this in, but from our whole family structure, like everything went haywire because there was no way for her to sustain the home. The husband was gone and there was no money to continue taking care of the kids. So I would never want to be in that kind of situation. That's why I said upbringing too helps. I would never want to be in that kind of situation ever again, where I would not be able to cater for my family or cater for myself because the partner is gone. Yeah.
So in an era where, in this current era where girls just want to milk boys dry, especially Yahoo boys, because of course they have money to squander, and spend and splurge on different things. Yeah, so most girls get into a relationship with a Yahoo boy not because of love, but because of money to cash out. So can you be, I don't know, Lisa, can you
see? You see this whole Yahoo thing and girls splurging money. Let me tell you, everybody will just keep spending money and wasting money, and in the end, 5 years from now, most of them would hit rock bottom. Like there'll be nothing to say, oh, this person was once here. I get before, not before party. You get? So I feel, from my own perspective, I'm not judging anybody. I don't know why you're doing it, but I feel we should not allow peer pressure. The fact that my friend is doing it and she's making it, and she might be making it and doing all those things because that's what she enjoys. Don't come and start struggling with the person that I want to look as fine as she does, I want to be wearing the same kind of hair. She enjoys it and she might even have millions somewhere in one Swiss account somewhere that you don't even know about, and you're here wasting your Yahoo boys money, and when the money finishes, two of you are soaking Gary again.
Two of them?
Okay, no, the girl will run away, sha, but
it always happens that way.
Daniel,
it always happens that way.
Last word.
See, if you're a Yahoo boy, don't get scared or don't ask them. What I mean is, if anything you give to a woman, make sure she makes good use of it.
What I say?
Don't splurge. You can buy the fancy things of life. Everybody needs the fancy. Everybody, even me, if I like them. But at the end of the day, when you spend everything you have now, spend everything your Yahoo boy is giving you now, as a lady, I don't think by tomorrow if there's no money left to spend, you vanish, you run away. That means you're not even there because you care about this person. You're only there because you care about the money. Now you've cheated that person emotionally, and you've cheated that person financially. Most boys don't see these things. For example, if I'm a Yahoo boy,
you have opened your eyes.
You're pretty, you're beautiful, do you get? And I'm with you. People can say you're there for the money, do you get? But at the end of the day, I won't see that. I just say a pretty girl that spends money on. It's only all those people from outside that observe and tell you these things. People don't take corrections. So know how to manage money. If you're a Yahoo boy, if you're a Yahoo boy's girlfriend, money management is very important, because when you choke,
you go choke.
These are final words.
Okay, my final words to everybody would be this: if you're in a relationship, and this thing is very common with guys, when they are financially unstable, it will tell everywhere. So if you're in a relationship and whoever your partner is, he doesn't have enough, there is nothing wrong with you supporting your partner. It is a lift me, what's that in the video says, we rise by lifting others. Exactly. So you're both balancing each other up. So you spend money on him, he spends money on you. It's not a one-way thing. Sure, the Bible says the man would go and till the ground and bring fruits for you. I'm not single. And bring fruits for you to eat. But still, you as a woman should bring something too. So both of you try to balance each other out. Don't be a parasite. They always kill parasites. They always kill pests. So don't be one of them. Okay, just try to balance things out.
Ladies, work hard. Guys, work hard. Make sure you're both bringing something to the table. And that is it on the second episode of the Singles Meeting on Optimist TV Network. Thank you so much for staying with us. Keep following the conversation on Instagram. It is at Optimist TV Network, and also on YouTube and on Facebook at Optimist TV. Also use the hashtag the Singles Meeting on OTN. Thank you so much to all our sponsors. Until we see you again on Thursday next week, stay blessed.